All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Can we have roll call, please, Mr. Karati?
Sure. Mr. Raccomando,
Present.
Ms. Ainello,
Here.
Mr. Lorentino,
Present.
Ms. Mahoney,
Here.
Mr. Quinn,
Here.
Ms. Robinson,
Here.
Ms. Roloff.
Here.
Mr. Shear,
Here.
Ms. Sonarelli.
Here.
Okay, thank you. And everyone, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the
of the
United
United States of America
and
and
to
to
the
the republic
for
for
which
which
it
it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God, indivisible,
with
with
liberty.
liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay. Adequate notice of this meeting has been sent to all members of the Board of Education and to the Bergen Record in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, 1975. At this time, please make sure that your audio is turned off and you are on mute, and the board will acknowledge and have you unmute if you choose to speak during public participation. Okay, Mrs. Shanley, do we have a superintendent's report this evening?
We do. We have a short one. Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone had a nice Mother's Day weekend. Turned out to be, we had some moments of sunshine, so I hope you got a chance to enjoy them. I'd also like to remind everybody that at this moment, we would probably still be in the midst of standardized testing, which we are not doing right now, outside of the testing for ELL students and AP testing, but there will be a fall assessment sometime in September that will be provided to us by the state. I would like to remind everyone that the spring musical is Xanadu, and it is the weekend of May 21st, 22nd, 23rd. It will be held at Long School at 8 p.m. on those 3 days. Tickets will go on sale on Wednesday. I will remind everyone again on Wednesday, and we will put the link for ticket purchase on the website. As far as the ESSER 2 fund application is going, it's going. It is due on Friday of this week. I hope to have it done by Wednesday, and we're working on that now. So that will help us to continue to build as we're moving forward for remediation, for acceleration, for a variety of things that the state and the feds hope that we use the money for. We still have not received final numbers on the ESSER 3 funding. As soon as we know what we will be receiving, we will share that with you. Yep. Just would like to remind everybody that Friday, May 28th is our blacked out emergency closing give back day. And so we did have one emergency day that we had left over that was not used. So on Friday, May 28th, the Friday of Memorial Weekend, schools will be closed. Just wanted to let you know that food service will serve meals on that day, Friday, May 28th, from 8:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the concession stand and at the back of the middle high school. It could possibly be at door 17, just off the top of my head. I'm thinking it may be at door 17, but it won't matter because when you drive into the parking lot, there will be signage, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
door 17, door 17.
Door 17, okay. And on Friday, May 28th, students can also, or families can also pick up the meals for Friday through Monday. And on Memorial Day, Monday, there will be no food service. Okay, so on this week's agenda, you will see recommendations for before and after care. Mr. Karati, are you speaking to that in your report?
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Okay,
Doing
so I'll just give a little bit of an overview. So you will see on Wednesday night, we will be, there's an item, I don't know the number off the top of my head, to recommend Alpha Best for before and after care provider for the 21-22 school year. Just like to let you know what the process was. We spent a lot of time with parents and a few board members. We asked them to contribute to the conversation, what was important about before and after care. We took surveys of the parents who were using the program or anybody who might be using the program. We used that information to help develop the RFP. Then we reviewed those questions with the committee to make sure that every concern that they had was reflected in the RFP process, which I believe it was. We went out with the RFP, and we had, I think 8. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Six
5, 6,
Six
7.
responses.
6 responses. We eliminated 1 because it did not have all of the elements required in the RFP. And we had 5 companies present to a committee of the board. And the committee had the opportunity to ask questions and rate each company. And then at the end, we tallied all of that information, compiled it, and Alpha Best came out as the company with the most points. And so they are the company that we are going to partner with for the 2021 school year. And that is on Wednesday night's agenda. I'd like to just thank everybody who was part and parcel of helping to celebrate our teachers last week. Very special thanks to our PTOs and everyone who did anything to help to celebrate our faculty and staff. It was really a special week. There were a lot of amazing celebratory things that managed to happen amidst the restrictions of COVID. And it was a wonderful week. And I would just like to remind everyone that on Wednesday, May 12th, that's this Wednesday, is School Nurses Appreciation Day. So in case anybody forgot, I'll just remind you again that we are starting all of our graduation and rising up ceremonies on Friday, June 18th, which will be our preschool. Monday, June 21st will be the elementary, kindergarten in the morning, sixth grade in the evening. Wednesday will be middle school, and Thursday will be high school graduation. And there will be rain dates involved in that and all the details. And in betweens, you can find out from your principal, who will be sending you regular emails as we approach the end of the year. Let's see, as required, I am required to report to the board monthly. We have no suspensions to report this meeting, and we have no HIB investigations to report this meeting or this month. I would just like to let everyone know that beginning Monday, May 24th, we are going to shift our instructional model to 5 days of in-person instruction. So we have had the opportunity to adjust to having both of our cohorts back in the buildings. And it seems like things are going well. We are going to bring all of our students back 5 days a week, beginning Monday, May 24th. And we're joining, the rest of Bergen County in this. So everybody seems to be on target for 5 days of instruction. And so we will be part of that. We will still be conducting single session days with lunch at home and afternoon sessions as per the direction of the classroom teacher or the special services provider. I'll be working with the leadership team, and I'll be working with the Teachers Association to iron out the details of what will happen on those Mondays, because we've been using them for other services and things like that. So we're going to work out the schedule, and your principals will or the classroom teachers will let the parents and students know exactly what will be happening on Mondays. But that will also be the last time for our virtual students to work their way back into the school program. It's a great way, if anybody has been virtual for a large portion of the year, to come back in time for the last hurrah and see all of their classmates and friends before we wrap up the end of the year. Oh, I also wanted to let you know that under personnel, the non-bargaining unit non-bargaining unit contracts are pending contract negotiations, and those are not final numbers. You will see revisions and final numbers in June, but I wanted to make sure that everybody who was being renewed got renewed in time for May 15th. And that's the end of my report.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Karate, do you have a business administrator's report this evening?
Yes, I'm going to give my report this evening because I will not be at Wednesday's board meeting. My daughter is getting inducted into the National Honor Society. It was moved from thank you. It was moved from a cold day in April. I thought I was going to clear it and be okay, but it got moved to the 12th, and they're doing it rain or shine, outside or inside. So I'm giving Michelle some extra work to do. But I know I can't miss that. I missed her 5th birthday 12 years ago, and I'm still paying the price for that one. So
Can't do that.
yeah. So yeah, just a few items tonight. For those that missed or were not able to attend our budget presentation on May 5th, the budget did pass and was approved, and we will be moving forward with the budget and getting ready for next school year. We opened up bids for the Franklin partial roof replacement on Friday. That went well. We had a few bidders, and it's on the agenda for Wednesday to approve the low bidder. Last year, the board achieved, this is their, I think, second time since I've been in the district, achieved the board certification from all their training that they do through New Jersey School Board Association. Due to the pandemic last year, they didn't send out an official plaque, but they did so this year. I just received it. And I'm going to work, what I'm going to do is, when we meet in the auditorium, I'll have it posted somewhere there, but I'm going to have our tech department take a nice picture of it. We're going to post it on our website under the Board of Ed page. But it's from New Jersey School Board Association, Board Member Academy, Saddlebrook Board of Education, having successfully completed the requirements prescribed by the New Jersey School Board Board Member Academy, is hereby recognized for achieving board certification May 2020. Congratulations to all of you. It's a great achievement. And keep up the good work as you serve the students and school community. And that concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, and now it is time to look over the agenda, and if anyone has any discussion or questions, we can go through that. So first, let's look at board action items B127 through B130. That's where you'll see Alpha Best and things like that. So does anyone have any questions or discussion on those agenda items? Okay, seeing none at the moment, we'll move on to education and curriculum. We have E119 through E121. Any questions or comments on those? Okay. How about finance, budget, and facilities? We have F413. This one is quite long list today. Goes to F442. Lots of stuff on there.
Yeah, a lot of these items are our annual contracts and getting things in place for the 21 for next school year, 21-22. So a lot of them are standard items, a lot of contracts you see on there. And if there's any questions today or tomorrow or Wednesday, let me know.
Through the chair, are we going to be discussing any of these in closed tonight?
Personnel,
No,
personnel.
no, not personnel. Any of the contracts?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I'm not aware of any.
All right, well, go ahead. When I find the number, I'll go back to it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. All right, for policy, we have 2 policies this month for the first reading, and they have to do with our technology devices for staff and students, which we discussed briefly at the budget meeting. So those are the 2 policies. One is for staff and one is for students. Does anyone have any questions on those policies?
I have to bring up one point.
Sure.
You can hear me?
Yep.
One of the policy committee members shot me an email in reference to policy 7522, number 8. By the way, if you don't know, these policies deal with school district provided technology devices to staff members. And the second one's providing technology devices to students. And just in number 8, it's the Board of Education is under no legal, financial, or other obligation to provide a replacement technology device to any employee whose device is lost, stolen, or damaged. And the concern there is if that is not caused by the district employee, should we give them a replacement device? Is anything we can do with the verbiage in there, or can Ms. Shanley address what we would do if the damage is not caused by the employee? Student in school knocks over the teacher's device, the teacher's kind of penalized for something they didn't do.
That was certainly not the intention of the language. If we can clean it up, we can. I think it's more like if an employee proves to be reckless with the device, we don't have to keep giving them devices to be reckless with. I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I'm pretty certain that the employees would be respectful and careful with their devices. So we can take a look at that if you think that we could say that better.
So is it going to be almost on a case-to-case basis that it's tough in the public employee arena when
Generally, if somebody makes a mistake, if somebody has an accident or they make a mistake and they need a replacement device and going to get the first one fixed, I mean, that's something we would do. That makes sense.
Okay.
If they, if they got angry and threw it out the window, I may not be inclined to give them another one. I don't think that's going to happen. But we can certainly clean it up a little bit.
Okay. That'll be it from me then for policy for tonight.
All right. Thank you. I don't think we have anything for negotiations and personnel. We will, I guess, discuss any of those questions in close.
Well, personnel
Alright.
list, there's some general questions on the
Right.
items. So if you want to talk about
Right.
specific, we can
Right.
go through.
Yeah.
Right, we have, there are very few specifics we can address.
Right. All right. Anybody have any other questions, or Sylvia, did you find the number you wanted to go back to?
I thought F431 was up for discussion, but I guess it's not. Okay.
I think we kind of informally checked with people to see if they had any concerns or questions about renewing, and most people seemed happy and confident with the firm, so that's where we were going. If you had other concerns or suggestions, or you want to talk about it more, we could. Or, let us know what questions or concerns you have. Good?
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, anybody else? Questions, concerns? Before we move on? All right. Do we have any other committee reports that we're not going to save until Wednesday? I know some of the reports we just give on Wednesday, so. Okay. Do we have any correspondence this evening?
No, we don't have any tonight.
All right. Any old business? New business?
Through the chair, I don't know if this is new business or not. Do masks need to be worn during gym outside?
Yes.
Thank
right.
you.
All right, I believe it is time to open the meeting for public comment. Can I have a motion to open the meeting for public comment?
Motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. If I'm gonna get ready to read, if anyone would like to address the public, address the board, sorry. please go to the participants and you can use the raise hand feature so we can indicate that you would like to address the board. Okay, does anyone want to address the board tonight? Okay, then give me 1 second. Residents are requested to state their names, addresses, and subject matter. In the event it appears the public comment portion of the meeting may exceed 45 minutes, the presiding officer may limit each statement made by a participant to 5 minutes duration. Issues raised by members of the public may or may not be responded to by the board. All comments would be considered and a response will be forthcoming if and when appropriate. The board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged and will not be responded to by the board. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility, nor will it be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Members of the public should consider their comments in light of legal rights of those affected or identified in their comments and be aware that they are legally responsible and liable for their comments. Okay,
So we have, first will be Sarah Malicki.
Hi, I'm Sarah Melnicki, 102 Claremont Ave. I just have one question, but I do want to say thank you for the 5 days. Mondays have been very painful with my younger children, so I'm very much appreciated. My younger one likes to run outside when he's supposed to be doing work, so very, very much appreciated. My question is, on Fridays, when we pick up lunch, do we have to take the weekend food?
No.
Thank you. Thanks so much. That's all.
okay. Anybody else want to speak tonight?
I don't see any hands up.
Okay. Then can I have a motion to close the meeting for public comment?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Okay, then we are, yes,
Excuse me, Ms. Mahoney, I'm going to reread the, revise the closed executive session action.
Okay,
So when you're
sure.
ready, I'll read, when you're ready, I'll read that. I don't know if you're going to say anything else.
Okay, the only thing I was gonna say was that our next meeting is Wednesday, May 12th at 7 p.m. That will be our regular meeting. Other than that, I think it is time for us to go into closed. So you wanna read our motion?
Yes, so it will be to recess to close executive session to discuss personnel employee numbers 4142, 5529, and 5534 per the NJSA 10-4-6 at SEC, Open Public Meetings Act. The subject matter discussed may be disclosed to the public if and when the need for confidentiality no longer exists. Action will not be taken, and the board will be adjourning the open session at the end of the closed session meeting. That's it. So I need a motion and a second.
Okay, so can I have a motion to go into closed for that motion, for that statement?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor? All right. Then we are not going to be returning to the open, is that correct? But we'll adjourn after? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. So we are not returning to the open session. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you on Wednesday.
So board members, I think Mr. Shanley sent out another email, right, to join?
Did
You
at
did, okay.
7:10. It should have come out at 7:10 or 7:12
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
with the
See you
link.
there.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.